We'll guide you through how to reset and wipe a PC or laptop to go and sell. If you find this useful, then consider subscribing and liking the video. Perhaps you've got a new PC or laptop and so you want to go and sell your old one. We're going to guide you through this step by step. It's important you go and delete everything on it so that data is gone removed and the next owner can then go and put their files on it and yours is all gone. So we're going to guide you through this step by step. Make sure it's a full guide and don't skip anything, as we're covering important information throughout this whole video. And there are different ways you can go about this, so just watch this very carefully. You can do it whether it's currently turned on or if it's turned off as well. We're going to guide you through different ways. So before we get any further, if you've got anything important on here, make sure you go and back it up, because everything is going to go and be lost, of course, unless you go and have it synced. So what I recommend you do is you can go and put your files onto OneDrive, or you can go and use another cloud storage service like Google Drive, or you could just go and plug in a USB or an external drive. Just make sure you back up anything you want to keep, as just to emphasize, everything is going to go and be removed. So make sure you want to go and do this, and of course you remember any apps you've got and things you want to go and transfer over to your new computer. So to go and get started with this, for the first way is we need to come down to the bottom and you need to go and press on the Windows Start key just here. Or you can go and press on the button itself. This will then go and pop up. What you want to do is you want to go and find the option for Settings. It'll go and open up. You then need to come over to the left and go and find the option for System, just here. Now you need to go and scroll down here. There's going to be quite a few different options. You want to go and find the option for Recovery. Now, if you're struggling to go and find this, there's going to be a search at the top and you can always go and search for it. But you should come into Recovery, and in here, you want to come into Recovery Options and you're going to see Reset this PC. Choose to keep or remove your personal files and reinstall Windows, which is what we want to do. So of course, we're going to be removing them. We aren't keeping them as we're selling it. So you can then come over to the right and you can go and press Reset PC. You get a pop-up. In this case, we're going to go and want to remove everything. This is going to remove all your personal files, apps, and settings. So we can go and click there. Go and wait. Now it's going to go and ask, how do you want to reinstall Windows? So you can do this with a cloud download or local reinstall. Now, the download can be quite big, so it may be a good idea to go and make sure Windows is up to date if you're selling it, and that will take a bit more time. Otherwise, you can just go and reinstall Windows from this device. That's going to be up to you. Cloud download will take longer, and you have to go and download it. So for this case, I'm just going to do a local reinstall. Now, here we've got something important to note. So with this way of doing it, it is going to remove apps and files and reinstall Windows from this device, but it doesn't go and clean the drive. It is really recommended if you're selling it, especially when you don't really know, to go and clean the drive. Essentially, it does a better job of cleaning the drive and removing everything from it, just to make sure it definitely cannot be recovered. So if you're selling it to a stranger, I definitely recommend you clean it. Maybe if it's like a friend, maybe not, but I still recommend doing it. If you press change settings here, we don't actually have the option to go and do the clean drive. So I'll show you how you can do that in a moment. So I'll just press confirm here. Then you can press next, you want to do this way, but the other way allows us to go and have the drive fully cleaned, which is probably advised to go and do if you're selling it. So you can read this through and you can then press reset if you're sure. But I want to go and show you how you can do it so the drive's fully cleaned. So we're just going to cancel that here for now. You can go and do it as I said, but it's just not as ideal. Now, what we need to do is we need to go and have it shut down. So what you can do is go and press the Windows button at the bottom, and you can go and press the power button to the right, and you can go and press shut down. Now just go and wait for it to go and shut down. It shouldn't go and take too long. Just wait for it to completely off. Of course, you can go and see them with the lights off as well. So what we can do is during the boot, we can go and press a key, and we can go and get into recovery mode. So what we need to do is go and find this key. So it may go and actually say when booting it, just below the icon on the screen, it can go and say sometimes the key you need to press to get into recovery mode. In some cases, it won't know. So on this computer here, it's F11. I know on others, it can go and vary. So you may need to go and find that key specific for the laptop or computer you have. It may be F10, F1, F2, and some of the keys will go and open the BIOS instead of the recovery mode as well. So just go and figure that out. And also, alternatively, if you want to go and get into the recovery mode, you can do it while being logged into Windows. So if you're logged in on Windows, you can go and press on the Windows Start button, and then you go to the right where the power button is. We want to shut it down. And what you need to do is you need to go and hold Shift while pressing restart. So hold shift, press restart. That will then go and start you into Windows recovery mode. So that is an option, but otherwise we can go and use this shortcut from it being shut down. So what you can do is you can go and press on the power button. And in this case, I said we need to go start pressing F11 as soon as you see that light up. And we're going to keep on pressing it. As I said, you can always go and hold shift or pressing restart while you're in Windows, and it'll go into this mode as well. Keep on pressing it and it says, please wait. That's a sign that we're going and getting in. So when you see that, you can go and stop pressing the key. And it shouldn't be much longer. We're going to see a blue screen. As you can see, here it is. So now we can go and choose an option. We want to go and press troubleshoot. Then we can press reset this PC. Now what we want to do, of course, because we're selling it, is remove everything. Now you may go and see a screen now entering in your recovery key. So if you go and have BitLocker enabled and your drive is encrypted, you need to go and enter in this key. So you can go and get this key from your Microsoft account. You'll go and see a link on the screen, and you can go and enter that in on another device and sign into your Microsoft account to go and get the recovery key. Alternatively, you can just go into your Microsoft account and into your devices, and you can go and find the key, and you need to go and enter it in. It's quite a long key, but that essentially just goes and stops it being wiped without it being authorized. I've already disabled it on this computer, but in most cases, you probably may go and have it. So you need to go and find that key in your Microsoft account. After you've gone and enter that key, we can then go and choose to reset. So once again, a cloud download will go and take longer, but it does mean it's up to date. But I'll do a local reinstall in this case. And then what we're going to look is for this next option, which I wanted to go and show you specifically. And here we've got the option clean the drive fully, which is what you want to go and do. Do you want to fully clean the drive? When you remove your files, you can also clean the drive so the files cannot be recovered easily. So it's more secure. So that's what we want to do. That's why we did the second method. So we can then go and wait. It shouldn't go and take much longer. And we can then go and confirm everything. As you can then see, it says, are you ready to reset this device? This cannot be undone. Make sure your device is plugged in. This may take a while. So it's going to remove all personal files and accounts on this device, remove any changes made to settings, remove all apps and programs that didn't come with this PC, and then reinstall Windows from this device. Of course, yours will be being downloaded. That's it. Then what you can do is go and press reset and the process will begin. This will go and take a bit of time because you've got to go and have it all reset. And because we're fully cleaning the drive as well, that'll go and take it a bit longer. And then when it's completed, you're going to go and have a fresh install of Windows because that's what we did. And everything's going to be removed and you can then go and sell it. And you can be knowing that everything's safe and the next person can go and start setting up everything of theirs on it. So that's it. If you found this useful and you want to see more guides like this, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. I look forward to help you get in the future with more guides like this. We publish them every single day. So I'm sure we're going to have you again, not just Windows. We cover everything from Androids to gaming to different softwares as well. So I look forward to catch you in the next guide. Have a great day. Goodbye for now.